energized in the morning, right? You just wake up, you feel groggy, after hitting snooze 15,000 times, you finally drag yourself out of bed, you go and clean yourself up, get dressed, and have your breakfast, and you try to boost your energy by drinking your coffee like you're an addict. Like, where's my coffee? You need your coffee to start the day. And even when you do all that, you get to work, you feel groggy. People come to you to say, hey, I've got a problem with this, Steve, I've got a problem with that. You just really want to put it off. Talk to me later. I've got some emails to deal with. I got to check my calendar. And this might be you, right? Because this is what was me. And for a lot of you, you might feel that this is just part of aging. It's just part of the way it is. You've accepted because you've tried everything. You might try the conventional advice, the conventional good health advice of eating healthy, exercising, drinking plenty of water, taking supplement, but it's not working, right? You've tried all these, it's not working for you. Give me the next few minutes, and this is what I want to share with you. It's my journey. I was there. I was that person, and I'll tell you what turned out to be the root cause of why everything is not working, how I solved it, and what you can do to fix it for yourself. Hi, my name is Stephen Koh. I'm an executive health coach and founder of Executive Warrior Academy. I've helped numerous middle-aged ambitious men all over the world reignite their energy and focus so that they can be unstoppable at work and in life. And over the next few minutes, I want to share with you a key overlooked factor that's undermining your performance and productivity every day. That's making you feel groggy and brain fog when you wake up every day. And I'm going to help you solve it, because this factor, there's so many people who overlook it, right? It's not until you understand and fix it, and that is when everything will start to work for you and you'll become the best version of yourself. Now, as I share this, you might think, well, what can I do with this information? So what I have included for you is an executive wake up energized strategy, right? It's a plan, it's a checklist, step by step, of everything you need to look out for to make sure that you can implement what I'm about to share with you, and you can address this once and for all. All right, now, if you wake up feeling fatigue and brain fog, you don't feel yourself, you don't feel productive, and you feel that you're stuck because you've tried everything, you tried the conventional advice, I get it, right? If it can feel like there's nothing else you can do, you can accept it. And I want to put a stop to that, because that was the journey I went through. And this is going back about 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, I always have trouble waking up in the morning. I don't have trouble sleeping. I go to bed just like that, bang, out. Don't even remember a thing. Nothing can wake me up. But in the morning, when I need to wake up, the alarm goes off, I'll hit snooze. 10 minutes, okay. I wake up. And the alarm goes off, 10 minutes, another snooze, and just like snooze, until I had to wake up, drag myself out of bed, and it was just hard. I get myself dressed, brush my teeth, do what I need to do, and have my coffee. I look at coffee like an addict. It's like, if I don't have my coffee, I don't feel myself. I don't drink my coffee, but then yet still, everything I did, I'll turn up to work feeling like drugged and drowsy, right? I didn't take anything, right? But I just feel like brain fog. I can't focus. People come to me with all the issues at work, and then, look, I need to do some things. Let me get back to you. That's me procrastinating on the top problems. I will spend morning checking news, checking the feed, looking at my email, checking my calendar, as if that's important, right? The thing is, your morning's supposed to be the most productive part of the day. That's when you're supposed to be most rejuvenated, energized, right? But that's not for me. And I'll get my energy about 11 o'clock, and I have energy to do some real work, being 11 to probably 2, and then I get a big crash when I feel like a zombie. I'll be sitting in meetings, people will be telling me stuff, reports, updates, and I really have to pretend I'm actually listening. And I'm experienced enough to get away with a fair amount, but deep down, I know I'm not bringing my full self. I'm not the best version of myself. And that makes me feel a little bit guilty, right? Because I don't want to I'm ambitious. I want to get things done. I want to make a difference. And when I'm not myself, when I can't remember what people said in the meetings, when I read things, I find myself reading over and over again, trying to understand what is it that I'm looking at, I feel stupid. And worst of all, I feel like a fraud deep inside. I feel like I'm just winging it, trying to get away with stuff. But I know I'm not bringing 100% of myself at my workplace as a leader. And that's when I decided to do something about it, right? And I followed all the conventional advice. I did, I started eating really healthy, basically rabbit food, right? Veggies and salads and all the good stuff. I tried juicing. What else did I try? I exercise 5, 6, 7 times, go to the gym. I would sleep at a regular time. I had a sleep routine. I tried meditation. I even did yoga. Yeah, all the breath work, all that stuff, all that jazz. And look, they do help, but the mornings, it was still a struggle. And initially I thought maybe I'm just one of those guys with big sleep inertia. Sleep inertia, if you haven't heard of the term, means that people who have trouble getting energized in the morning, it just like takes a long time to get out of the sleepy mode. But my sleep inertia was so long, it's literally 4 or 5 hours after I wake. I still don't feel, that's how long it takes for me to get energized, and that's not normal. And after trying everything, I thought maybe I was just getting old, but surely I'm not that old. I'm getting old. I feel older than my 20s, but not that old. So, it wasn't until one day I was looking at a particular article about biohacking. And biohacking, if you haven't heard, is really just manipulating your biology to achieve your goal. Whether it's your brain, sleep, exercise, there are little hacks and tricks you can do to optimize your result. And I came across an article about sleep, and what opened my eyes is that it's not the duration of sleep that matters. What really matters is how much rejuvenating deep sleep you're getting, stage 3, and stage 4 sleep, REM sleep. Okay, stage 3, stage 4, deep sleep and REM sleep, you need at least an hour, right? If you're in the 20s, you probably get 2 hours of each, but then as you get older, that gradually reduces. Knowing that gave me a thought. Well, what amount of deep sleep or REM sleep am I actually getting? And got an app, I start measuring. Right? And the app is actually kind of part of the Aura Ring. And what I realize is my REM sleep, my deep sleep is terrible. I have no idea. And this is when I felt stuck. Because I've tried everything, right? But then now that I've got a little clue, maybe because my sleep is so poor, that's why I have trouble waking up. And it turns at the time I have like 15 minutes. When I'm supposed to be having an hour, I have 15 to 20 minutes a night of deep sleep and probably a half an hour of REM sleep when I'm supposed to be having an hour. Knowing that, I did a lot more digging. I go and do research, what controls deep sleep and what controls REM sleep, what improves. And it's not a drug you can take. You take this pill and you fix it. And that kind of makes sense, right? Because I've taken sleep supplements to improve energy. I've taken adaptogens like ashwagandha, I've taken rhodiola, all the stuff that people talk about on YouTube, and those things hasn't made that much of a difference. But what I found that makes the biggest difference is actually your circadian rhythm. And that's your body clock. It makes that sense. And that led me into the science of chronobiology, and that's cutting edge. You think, don't we always, we've got a body clock, we know about it, right? But did you know this? I was fascinated by this. With your blood clock, you don't have just one clock. You have a clock in every single cell of your body. Even the rhythm of the nutrient that's in your blood, that varies throughout the day. Yeah? And when we do not know about the clock, when we ignore it and we don't care about it, guess what? It goes out of whack. And that's why our body do not know when to energize. And that's why it doesn't know when to get good quality rest. And when you set this up correctly, you can drastically improve your deep sleep and REM sleep. That was it. That was the missing bit. The chronobiology aspect of everything I'll do was the missing key. So here's what I did to fix it. I started in the morning, within the first hour waking, I start to make sure I get sunlight. If I can't get sunlight, I have a sun lamp within the first hour, and that tells my brain to energize. And in the evening, I start to tone down the light, especially I only want to use floor lamp, so I don't want overhead lamp that's very heavy in blue, because the way your brain interprets that is the sun. So if you have sun in the evening, guess what? Your brain will go, I'm confused, I don't know what's going on. The sun in the middle of the, it feels like a middle of the day because it's over the high angle over the head, right? And that's when your body is getting confused, all your hormones out of whack, your neurotransmitters is not in a rhythm. And once I fix that by using the right light at the right point in time, everything changed. That's when my deep sleep started to improve, my REM sleep started to improve, and I can see that in my data. What was the result of fixing this? In the morning, I actually don't need my alarm. I wake up before my alarm on its own. It was like, oh my goodness! I could not imagine that. Like I didn't know that could change. I wake up, before my alarm goes on, I literally shut the alarm before I even need to hit snooze. I get up, I get dressed, I feel fresh. In the morning, I go to work, I go start with the deep problem, solving the big issues, right? In the meeting, I don't have this afternoon energy crash where I have to fake it. I don't have to pretend. I am there, fully present. I listen to everything, I hear everything, I see everything. It's like my eyes open, right? And that was transformative for me. So if you feel stuck, if you feel that, you've done everything right and you're still not feeling energized in the morning, I wanted you to feel encouraged, because sometimes you just got all the pieces and you just in place, or you're almost there. Don't give up, keep on going. You just need one missing piece, and that piece is the chronobiology science, is to understand how the light, exercise, how you breathe, how you operate, it all affects your biology, it affects your body clock. And when you know exactly what to do to tune your body clock, everything is magnified. You'll find that all the health initiative you're doing, all the exercise you're doing, all the stuff you're doing starts to magnify, right? It starts to put it all together and you feel transformed when you wake up. Now, if you want the exact things I did throughout the day, step by step throughout the day, what I did to program my body clock, I have a free checklist for you. Just drop me a line below. I'll send it to you for free, right? I don't need your email. I'll just send it through to you via Messenger. I'll drop in your Messenger inbox and you'll have it, okay? Because I know what it feels like to not be myself. And I want you to achieve the full potential that you're capable of. If you got any questions, drop me a line below. I'll answer them all. But if you want a checklist as well, just send me a message and I'll